We are back. Of course, it's been quite a while. I think like 2 weeks since I last actually made a duelings video. Obviously, new release on Phantom Nights. Of course, I had to make a video. I had to, but moving on back into dueling since probably I don't think they're gonna even add Phantom Nights till later on. Uh, I am going to be using Lyrilusc. I think that's how you say it. Lyrilusc. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Maybe someone can correct me. But yeah, I tease this like right after the util finish, like the pretty much I like to say season finale because I'm gonna go back to it, of course. But for now, just to switch it up and also prevent myself from burning out, I kind of want to play other decks, and so I chose Larusa because, or Ruri, because that is Shay's sister, or Yuto's yugioh. So yeah, that was previewing my deck. Um, Again, this is kind of like the basics. Of course, I watched some YouTube videos just so I can get like a basic gist because I never really knew or like I know like some combos with it. So again, kind of so new. What I did do is of course practice a bit and then just pretty much just put it all out there in multiplayer or PvP. And one of the things I could say is that like I find like some wins. So in the beginning, so where I started was of course see right here. Of course, this is the last duel I had was against Yuto. Now, moving on to that, we had I had this one duel, which ended in a draw. I'll explain that later. 2 wins, a loss, and a win. So what that will be 3 wins, 1 draw, and 1 loss. This one I had to forfeit. This one I forfeited, so it's pretty stupid. But and this one was also a forfeit like first turn. So I do have some content for it. So we're gonna go over 3 plays that I kind of did, and also kind of explain like some of my insight. Again, still getting used to it, still learning, but I'm overall having pretty much fun. Again, it's very unique and also kind of like unique in a sense where let's just say if I feel like I'm gonna lose, I would just get this one card out. I think it's where is it? I think it's Sterling or I think it's this one. Starling, where all battle damage you take from battles involving this XZ summon card is also to your opponent. This is what got the draw. So again, this very unique. If let's just say I'm about to lose and someone doesn't read, or maybe it's my turn, so I attack with this card, so I can just get a draw, like a cheeky draw, depending on the circumstances. But again, it is what it is. Yeah, just get into the videos. Okay. First actual duel, of course, as I've shown before. This is the first duel. My opponent goes first, and again, I during the duel it doesn't like show the replay like how long you take, but during the duels I was taking so long because again I'm not familiar with these cards. I probably will write down like in a book or just like on a note so that I remember some of these cards. Apologies for the fucking. But yeah, I don't know what these cards do, and I always forget. So I take a lot of time when it comes to just making a move in the game. Usually I activate skills, a Ruri skill effect, just a skill, which is bird humming, where I just reveal one Lyrilusc monster and then send one monster from the deck to grave. This is pretty much just setting it up. I have Warbler and Sparrow. Use it again. It's other fun because it has 2 skill effects, and again just making Nightingale. And this is probably the one's gonna carry me the most, like as I'm looking at through it, because just to give it like a rundown, it can pretty much attack your opponent directly. It gains 200 attack for each XZ material attached to it, and it can attack each time up to the number of material used it's or attached to it. Not used because that would be kind of difficult. But since I have 4, I can attack 4 times, and I'm up 600. Or opponents is 600 health. Of course, playing the Dark Magician deck. But it also has the other effect where you can detach 1, and it prevents pretty much destruction and battle damage. so that gets negated. I didn't know what that did. Again, it's been a while since I played against Dark Magician, so forgot I'm about to lose. But not part of the cards on my side, bitch. Also, I have like 2 cards. I have Sonic Chick, which again, if I can only set it, and then if my opponent attacks, which is higher than 1,900, I still live. I bypass it. And I have DD Crow as well, which also kind of like counters the grave. So again, make Sterling, and this is what causes the draw. That I banned DD Crow. Who's targeting DM? Dark Magician. So again, I countered that using DD Crow. Pretty good, just hand trap. And he does his thing. Tries going with it, doesn't work. He attacks, and that was what I was waiting for. He didn't read. He didn't read it. And it ends in a draw. And of course, I think I already previewed in the beginning, but I sent a like. He sent a like. It was funny. It was a fun first game, but in terms of like, I'm just getting used to it. Like I need to remember some the cards. Like I really do. I know some plays, which by the final duel I kind of messed it up again. Again, there's only 3 replays just because I'm still getting the hang of it. I'm probably gonna watch more. If you guys have any like content where I can like just get better with that involves Lyrilusc in duelinks, please like leave a comment. Maybe I can just review. And also again, like I'm just practicing. And yeah, that's the first duel. Second duel. No, this one I remember. I think this is kind of like the funny because you're gonna see what they have. So of course they use the Eye of United Dragon. I'm thinking, oh, maybe it's like just pure Dark Magician, not pure, a bit. But of course, it's 2026 in dueling, so that is not the case. This is he sets up. He's pretty much just bored, getting everything right. United Dragon. DM the Dragon Knight. Uses other effect. It's DMG. That's Tobias. I'm thinking, oh, we're gonna use get another variety combos. Probably Dark Magician Girl the Dragon Knight. No, I'm like, what the fuck? What is he doing? Uses that, and if he uses, then gets Dark Yugioh. What a lovely, lovely card. It don't matter, bro. It don't matter. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do. So of course, again, my second game, as I showed, I'm pretty sure. Second or third doesn't matter. Like I still don't know how to play this fucking deck. I forget even the fucking cards effects. Again, still learning. Boom. It's Eternal Soul. I'm like, oh, he's gonna banish my shit. I already know how this works. You spawn Dark Magician, and then EM Circle. Just gonna banish something. Chains of Salvation. I'm like, fuck, man. So this allows me to, when it's in my hand, I can target one other card in my grave. Special summon doesn't work, gets negated. Dragoon uses this effect like always. I train Bird Strike, which pretty much just can negate it, all monsters' effects. If I have a Light Surgeon on the field, doesn't get through again. Use Bird Call, it actually goes through. And I remember I actually baited with Bird Strike because I knew he was gonna negate just a spell, which he did. He negated the spell that didn't work. It really mattered. The Bird Call pretty much allows me to search. Allows me to search for more Lyrilusc in my deck, and again, either add it to my hand and graveyard. Then I can also special summon. So again, I baited him with the Bird Strike, so he can target that. Let me pause. So just speaking. Yeah, so I activate Bird Strike. He bit fuck, I can't speak. Dragoon gets baited into using its effect, which of course negates its attack. But I can then use Bird Call without pretty much any negates. Again, Eternal Soul, this is back row. Mitch's Circle, and of course combination. Dark was DMG the Dragon Knight, can't do much. And he already used transition to Nightmare Unicorn. So I was pretty much in the clear to just to use Bird Call, and by then I couldn't he couldn't negate anything. But the thing he forgot is Assemble Yguioh. Again, this is probably gonna be the most underrated card in my deck. Of course, it's very like I want to say like unique maybe to a degree. Some people know what that's what we can do. Of course, I'm one of the few that knows it now, but at the time I didn't really know. But yeah, with Nightingale, you can again, like I said before, you can 200 attack for each material attached. You can attack directly, and can attack as many times as it has material into it. But it also has the other effect where you can detach one material, and monsters you control can either be destroyed by battle, card effects, or take, and you take no damage. So again, pretty fucking good, and and in this case, it's gonna pay off. So again, I can attach and attack and attack and attack and attack, and I remember I was taunting him because this guy just kept, but he kept playing in my turn. And keep in mind, like each time he activates his effect in my turn, I'm like, fuck, what do I do? Because again, I'm still not used to these cards. I somehow beat Dragoon in like my second turn. Just to confirm, let me just look at it. If it was the second duel. So yeah, it was the second duel. So again, this is from the yuto video. It's my first duel, draw. This was like an easy forfeit first turn, so I didn't even count. This is pretty much my second duel. So the second duel I beat Dragoon, not knowing what the fuck I was doing. Again, that's gonna be underrated card. I'm probably gonna I already know what you can do now. Just trying to read the other cards like in my hand and being able to get it more quickly and efficiently probably is what I need to learn to do. So yeah, pretty good second duel. And for the final duel in this video, of course I played a little bit more. Of course, it's kind of mid, not much doing. Either I lose quickly, which I won't cover, or just forfeit, like the one I discussed before. I start out, and of course, just trying to get either Nightingale or Robin. So Robin's the other card I didn't even talk about. But let me pause so I can explain a bit. Because again, some people might know what some cards do, even though I'm also kind of like in the same boat. But I'm learning. So in some blue Robin, hopefully I'm saying that right, gains 500 attack for each material. If your opponent special summons a monster except during the damage step, you can detach one material, then target one of those special summoned monsters, return it to the hand. This card in your position set to your graveyard by an opponent's card effect or card, just in general. Target one other Lyrilusc monster in your grave, add it to your hand. So pretty much, if anything is special summoned, regardless of its extract in your hand or deck, you can detach one material from this card, and of course, it just goes back to their hand, if I remember. Yeah, it goes back to your hand again, except for the damage step. So this is what we're pretty much gonna see in their turn. This surprise, this game is mostly built on special summoning. So I got Bird Call, Sat Phantom Feathers, and Bird Call pretty much is like the main card when it comes to like transitioning and building up your board. And of course I have Nightingale just in case, so I need a gate or just protect like both cards I have. Again, uses I use Robin's effect. I use it again. Get back to the hand. Not letting him play. He just never once summons it this time. I should have known. But he special summons, and of course I just get it. So it's not limited to once per turn. It's until you pretty much run out of material, which at that time I had 3, so I can do it 3 times. My turn. He's pretty much got nothing. After the bullshit I pretty much did. And let me actually talk about this card one bit, because the match does drag on for a bit. So Celestine Ragtail, it has the effect where it's in the grave, you can target one Xyz monster you control. That is a Lyrlisc, of course. You can pretty much attach it to it. And it's limited once per turn, obviously, or else it's gonna be broken. So what I pretty much do throughout the duel is attach it in the beginning, and of course if he were to special summon in his turn or their turn, of course, I don't know. But if he was to special summon again, I can just of course use Robin's effect, detach Wagtail, and then in my turn, just pretty much reattach it. So it's like a loop. So or of course I can also do it to Nightingale, but it already has material, so it's not really needed, especially since their board is empty. So just do the standard damage. Don't want to overplay. Again, in the beginning, I spent a lot of time just reading. Again, just trying to get a memorization of what my cards can do and what it can build up to. So again, I get baited because he already special summoned in the beginning, but I feel like I just needed to just get the first card he special summoned out. And so he has this, but of course with Nightingale's effect, nothing can be destroyed, and that's what he tries to do. That's what's funny. Later on in the duel, activate my skill effect, where I can play one monster in the deck, and it can also be flipped up. He has Reborn, and I chain it with DD Crow. So I banish Darklow. Again, DD Crow is pretty underrated as well. The hand trap. Boom. Get Starling. And let me actually talk about this for a bit. When it exits summon, you can target one face-up monster on the field. It gains 300 attack and defense for each material attached to this card. Of course, since it has 2, it does twice. So again, 600 attack and defense. Once per turn, you can detach one material from this card. Add one level 1 winged beast from the deck to your hand. So again, it searches and gains a little bit of attack for other Lyrilusc, just monsters in general. You don't really need to choose an Xyz. You can also choose, for some reason, your opponent's monster if you, I don't know, have it like a strategy. But usually you do it for your own. In this case, Nightingale, and it will pay off for me later on. Of course, you can search, and all damage you take from battles involving this card is inflicted to your opponent. So again, if they're not reading, it's pretty good on you. Of course, I search and end my turn. I use Gear Tank. I, of course, don't know what it does, and I don't want to risk anything, getting negated, so I activate mine. I already used my effect, and he tries to do it again. And this time, since he did attack my monster, I don't take damage because I use Nightingale's effect, but they take it. Okay, Bird Sanctuary, and this is a pretty good card, and I think it's either rare or common, so it's pretty like easily accessible, where you can target 2 winged beasts, Xyz monsters you control, attach one of those monsters to the other material, and also the material gets also attached to that monster. Let's just say my Nightingale has 1 material, and my Starling has 2 material. I can use Bird Sanctuary, get Starling attached to Nightingale, and so Nightingale will have what? Let's just say 1, 2, and then the other +2. So we pretty much have like 4, and that's how you like kind of build up. So let's just say your field is kind of like getting crowded. You can use Bird Sanctuary to pretty much clear that up. And also, depending on how much material, which if you have 3 or more, you can draw 1 card. So again, pretty good. I use the first one, attach it. I can go again, of course. I have the Waxer, which again, very fucking useful. And I can attack 2 times, and it's pretty much game by next if he doesn't get anything. And this fucking trap pisses me off. It's gonna be shown next turn. He attacks. This is what I meant by loop. So of course, I detach Wagtail. He did any damage he does just gets negated. I don't get anything. But of course, I can just reattach it. Of course, I do Bird Strike. So again, reattach. I'm looking at game, and he uses Magical Cylinder, or just Magic Cylinder. Why the fuck do you have this? Take it out your deck. Like, goddamn. So he lives 1 more turn, and it's pretty much game. Like, try find a way out. I already used Nightingale's effect. So it's my turn. I reattach again. I have another Bird Strike in my deck. Attach Fractal, and I finally get game. Again, probably made a misplay during the Magical Cylinder. I didn't really need to, because again, if I did detach at that moment, I magical cylinder still would have activated. I would have taken damage, but I still would have had the two materials attached to Nightingale, which I could have used. What I would meant is I could attack twice. So a bit of a misplay, but at the end of the day, I won. Still getting used to it again. We're having really fun. Opposed to like Phantom Knights, I guess I can say is like again, another way to XZ summon, another way to kind of just like, I like to say different play style, because you can go for a draw if you're about to lose. You can just and if they're not reading it right properly, you can just go for game. Just for the other card. Where is it? I'm trying to look through. Where is it? It's not Nightingale. It's not. It's just one of these cards. Oh, there we go. Starling. You can just go for Starling, and again, if they're not reading, boom, you get a draw, a shameless draw. Let me restate that, a shameless draw. But again, it is what it is. I'm gonna have some more fun, definitely. Going up. I don't know if I'm gonna get platinum with this deck. But yeah, I'll probably be using it maybe next month, maybe. We'll see how the season goes. But yeah, having really fun. If you have any suggestions, please let me know. And yeah, till next video.